I have trouble in making sentences on talking. Although I think something, I can't speak my opinion well. How can I overcome this?
I found two applications which were originated from BBC Learning English website. I think these two apps can help you learn speaking and listening English.
Oh, then let's take our group members' problem either.
I have two problems. When I travel to other countries, I have problem of speaking. I have no idea what to say. I know words and phrases, but I cannot make sentences. And also, I don't have confidence about my pronunciation. I know it's not the important thing, but I want to be more natural.
I know my vocabulary and I can read English well, but I don't understand that someone said to English because I have not enough experience about listening to English. So I want to understand what foreigner said.
I have been familiar with written English, so I grew up reading but poor at speaking. I want to be good at spoken English, so I wanna know the real word that native speakers actually use in reality. I want to speak fluently and smoothly, like that is my native.
Hello, I use the app Speak English to improve my speaking ability. I said that my problem is making sentences in English, so today I run small talk section. There are 86 sentences. For example, let's make sure we meet up again soon. I realized that there are so many ways to describe one sentence.
I studied traveling with using Speak English app. So I will talk about my memorable trip. I went to America when I was 17, and it was kind of school trip, and I stayed there for 2 weeks. At that time, I didn't have confidence on my speaking ability, so I couldn't talk with foreigners that much. But if I have a chance to visit America again, I want to talk a lot with foreigners.
I have a problem listening to English, so in order to improve my English listening skill, so I found these apps. Uh, Today I used in this section the English we speak. Uh, the English we speak section is weekly podcast from BBC Learning English, which looks at the different everyday English phrase and piece of slang. I listen to the conversation in this section, so I learn many useful phrases used in daily life.
Today I want to discuss my idea in Korea to English word. Express English word. Today's topic is sweet or savory. After you listen all the things, you have to check what you think about the topic. Like I love sweet things because that makes me feel better, and I want to tattoo in my body saying that sweet thing is always right. By doing this, you can listen real words that the speaker says, and you can exercise expressing your idea in English.
Yesterday, I run small talk sessions so I could know about daily life sentences. Today, I run floating session. Floating is 시시덕거리다 in Korean, but in this app, it is similar with small talk session, daily life sentences. For example, the approach, making and receiving compliments, and asking questions, etc. I could run these things today.
This time I studied sentences about job interview. I didn't have a chance to have a job interview, but I did several interviews to enter some educational facilities. When I have an interview, I can answer well with questions that I prepared, but it's really hard for me to answer questions that I didn't prepare. So I think I have to practice more about that kind of questions.
Yesterday, I learned the phrase used in daily life conversation. Today, I listened to conversation and I learned two phrases. One is take a ball light and another is food for thought. Someone said, taking you for light, that means he is deceiving you. If you said food for thought, that means serious topics or ideas for us to think about. Yesterday, I learned these phrases just listening, but today I listen and repeat this daily conversation.
Today I learned an idiom that native speakers use in their real conversation. Today's idiom is chew the fat. If you want to do small talks socially and friendly, you can use this idiom. Like this. Let's chew the fat.
Today, I run the customer service session. There are lots of sentences used in trade. The most interesting part is calming down the customer part. These sentences are used when sales clerk classify customers. It is interesting that there are lots of ways to classify customers.
Today I studied presentation section. I learned sentences that I can use in the presentation. I had several chances to do English presentation, but I didn't know how to begin and how to end presentation, and I didn't know how to connect sentences, its contents. But I learned these kinds of sentences, and so I think I could be better later.
Until now, I learned about the English we speak section. So today, I learned another section that is talking business. That section help your company life. Although this section consists of a conversation in company, this content also will be helpful to students. I learned about telephone etiquette and presentation skill while listening to this part.
Today, I will study the news from which you can learn diverse vocabulary from ordinary to professional. Often newscasters was a little difficult, but their voice is so clear that you can distinguish easily. So it is good to the people who want to improve their listening skills.
Last 3 days, we use these apps. let's talk about this.
Hassan, you said you don't know vocabulary used in daily life conversation. How will you use this application in several days?
It helps to be familiar with real words, and there are lots of topics, so I can learn new diverse vocabulary. Also, in website there are additional tips, so it's helpful to me. In short, I think this app is good to study spoken English by myself. What about you, Chan?
Well, in this app, there are many lectures that I can listen. There is a summary of each lecture, so I can understand well. And most of the functions are updated well, but some of them are not updated.
Youngmate, what about Speak English app?
I said that my problem is making sentences while I talk to others. In this app, there are lots of sentences in real life. So now I can use these sentences in conversation. Gyute, you have similar problem with me. What do you think about that?
Oh, yes, I have a problem with making sentences, and I also have a problem with pronunciation. This app has many categories, so that I like this point, but it's not American pronunciation, so I can't learn exact pronunciation.